We've been using Slack for a long time, as well as Trello for kind of more the project management side. Anytime we needed edits or stuff done, we would have them take screenshots or a Loom video and provide that in the client channel. That was kind of getting outdated really quick. That said, we were able to integrate Atarim directly into Slack, so that way we still had all that client communication. The dev team would be notified when there's an edit, and then from there, the client would just be emailed when their edits were completed.
Hi, Alex. First of all, thank you for taking the time out of your day to join me. What is it that first led you to Atarim? If you can recall the specific pain points you were facing, things you were looking to solve. I mean, you already alluded to a couple of them now, so I'll let you take it away.
So we've been using Slack for a long time, as well as Trello for kind of more the project management side. But within Slack, we have client channels and project channels. So that way, the dev team or whatever team needs to be there in the project channel, and the project manager and myself are in the client channel with the client. So anytime we needed edits or stuff done, we would have them take screenshots or a Loom video and provide that in the client channel. So that way the dev team and everyone could be in the loop and ask questions. That was kind of getting outdated really quick. It was getting bogged down to where we didn't have a system in place to really notify the clients when things were complete or not. It was just kind of like, messages other than a check mark or replying back to them, hey, this is done. But it made more sense to have a centralized system into these sites that, would make it super simple, go in there and request edits. And so there's a couple out there that we had looked into, but they were very basic and they were very much more like just a ticketing system on the back end of the website. It's like, we don't want to install this whole nother ticketing system that's only going to be used in a small scale. So that was number one, was try to find what's a great solution on being able to have our clients easily request edits, not only for during the development stage, but post-development when we're hosting and maintaining them. Because that's a big thing of we want to make it super easy for you guys to request edits and a fast turnaround. And so I'm pretty sure I saw a video of Vito. It was either on Facebook or LinkedIn, and he was talking about this new plugin, WP Feedback Pro. And I was like, oh, cool, interesting. Looked into it. And I was instantly sold. Like the whole commenting, because version 1 was just the commenting feature. It was just boom, install. You're able to select these elements, leave comments, and you're notified. And it's like, shut the front door. Let's get rid of everything else. This is perfect. So we still use Slack as our client and project communication. But what's great is we were able to eliminate Trello. That said, we were able to integrate Atarim directly into Slack. So that way we still had all that client communication. The dev team would be notified when there's an edit. And then from there, the client would just be emailed when their edits were completed. And so far, none of our clients have complained. Okay, I take that back. A few have, but they're the ones who are more old school, and they just want to jump on a phone or a Zoom call every day and then go through it. And it's like, that's wasting both our times. If you want that, then send us a Loom video and then just post it in your comment.
Yeah.
Like, let's eliminate these meetings because they're unless we're going to charge you for them, like we will bill you to a certain extent. So let's utilize this new system. It's easy. It's intuitive. Trust me, just jump on board. And once they have, they're like, okay, I'm in. Like, this makes sense now.
Were there any initial learnings from getting your team familiar with the process of using Atarim? Things that they ran into in the early days that made it a little harder to make it sticky, but then once you overcame that hurdle of getting them to use it, essentially made everything feel as smooth as you just described it?
It wasn't much of an issue because we were kind of in that stage where we were growing rapidly and we needed to find, so we had already been testing different systems, not just ones compared to Atarim, but also like Trello, Teamwork, Asana, Monday. Like we were testing all these pieces and platforms and software to get our standard operating procedures in place so we knew how everything would work. So they were already kind of used to jumping into something, but I think it was more getting understanding how the notifications worked and just kind of going through, okay, this is how we need to sign, let people know. This is how we initiate internal comment. And so I think most of them dive in. And I love how they're able to either, because we also utilize WP Engine. So that's kind of their central place where they log in a lot of times, depending on the developer, because then they'll just go through site by site and look at the comments. Others will use the actual centralized dashboard to go through and say, okay, here, these ones need done. And it's great having the centralized dashboard so that way you might miss something. And this way you can see all the edits, every site, every project added. It's like, okay, nothing, green check mark all around. Perfect. We're good to go. And with us, we've actually been able to, as you guys have released new features, adjust our SOP to match. So we were using InVision for the longest time. And I think InVision now is even eliminating some of their like prototyping and stuff, was just coming out at perfect time because we didn't like having, here, send them a InVision link, let them leave comments. Now we got to install Atarim. They have to learn that. Here we create a whole flow to where we're doing a redesign development project. The client's already getting used to Atarim and the commenting system because we're using it for the design and mockup phase. So that way, hey, this is going to be the exact same flow and style when we move over to hosting and maintenance and also start building the site. It's all going to be included. You're all going to be able to see and use all the same features. So there's no learning curve over and over. It's just straight through. So that's been super helpful all around for clients as well, but also our dev team, because it's like we get to eliminate these extra processes. And we're looking forward to even some of the more integrations that are yet to come. Like I know you guys are working on Figma. Mm-hmm. We use now Figma completely in our design team. Like that's all we use now for mock-up design. So for that, we're looking forward to that because boom, changes our SOP again to where it's more streamlined. So things like that, watching Atarim grow and add this stuff and really listen to the community on what our needs are. Because I go in there every week, I'm upvoting different comments and adding stuff. I'm like, yes, I want that feature. That's a great feature. And so seeing them really start changing week to week to you're now on the roadmap, this is in consideration, and watching them get implemented, I get excited because I'm like, okay, how can we now streamline and improve our standing operating procedure to include this and eliminate other monthly bills by saying, hey, we don't need Envision anymore. We don't need Trello. Like stuff like that is great.
We talk now about how with Atarim in the picture, it not only makes it easier for clients to leave feedback, it's quicker. But before using Atarim, the back and forth was everything limited to Slack and back and forth in Slack? Or did you also have emails, WhatsApps, and another help desk where you had support coming in from, questions coming in from?
Emails and Slack are really what we push to. And because my email gets flooded every day, and sometimes it's hard to remember keeping track of all these chains, it's like, once you're a client, you're on our Slack channel. That's where we'll do communication. Mm-hmm. They'll email us sometimes once in a while if it's something like they need a forward or a Google Search Console issue. But then I'll just forward that to the Slack channel or copy and paste it in there or even forward it to my project manager, whoever needs to see that email, then they'll take care of it and post it in Slack. So right now we've really streamlined it to Slack and then dev website edit communication through Atarim, like go in there, make your edits, everything, and then we reply within each task, so everything's streamlined again.